Hello everyone. Today we will talk about company formation and different company types in Germany. Before we start with the topic of company types and company formation, I will share a few questions everyone must ask himself or herself before starting or before planning any kind of business anywhere in the world. So let's start with the first question. Do I want to start my business alone or in a team? In a team, I mean in a partnership with someone. Uh, what is risk level involved in my business? How much start capital do I have? How much paperwork do I want to have? How quickly do I want to start my company? So all these questions will help you to decide about the company type you want to register, especially in German market. Now coming to the next slide, we will see the different company types available in Germany. So we can see here we have 5 different types of company formations. Then they have different subcategories. So we will discuss few of them briefly. The few of them which are majorly used basically. So let's see. We have here Einzelunternehmen called sole proprietorship. Then we have Personengesellschaft called person-based companies, person-based partnership companies. Mischformen, these are mixed forms of different company types. Then we have Kapitalgesellschaft, that means capital-based companies, and Sonstige is others. Like, so we will majorly discuss about sole proprietorship, Personengesellschaft, and Kapitalgesellschaft. Sole proprietor, as the name says, they are the one-man company. But the difference between Personengesellschaft and Kapitalgesellschaft is in Personengesellschaft, you don't have to have any kind of minimum investment or minimum capital to start with, even if you are starting in a partnership. Whereas in Kapitalgesellschaft, you can form or you can register a company with one person or with more than one person, but it depends highly or absolutely on capital. So this is why it is called Kapitalgesellschaft. In next few slides, we will discuss all these 3 company types briefly. How much does it cost? How much is the duration for the registration of this company? And what are other disadvantages and advantages? So let's start with the sole proprietorship or Einzelunternehmen. The sole proprietorship, the simplest business form where one individual sets up the business and has unlimited liability for the debts and obligations that arise. So this is the biggest factor we will see when we talk about company types, about company formation. We talk all the time about liabilities, limited liabilities or unlimited liabilities. All types of companies which fall under sole proprietorship or person-based partnership companies, we have maximum level of risk, maximum level of liabilities. So for example, now in the case of Einzelunternehmen or sole proprietorship, we see we have unlimited liabilities for the debts and obligation that arise with our business activity. We need only one founding member for sole proprietorship, less initial investment required to register the company. The same is less time required for company formation. In next slide, you will see there are 2 subcategories of Einzelunternehmen or sole proprietorship. These are basically differentiated with registration in court and trade register. For example, the first subcategory is called Einzelunternehmen ohne Eintragung. That means our company, we do not have to register our company in court or trade register. We just go to the trade department and we can register our company. The setup cost is just between 15 to 50 euros. Setup duration is just 1 to 2 weeks. Even in some cases, it is done within 1 week. So this is the most efficient and the cheapest way of registering your company in Germany. The second subcategory is Einzelunternehmen mit Eintragung. That means we have to register our company within the court and with the trade register. So that have some higher cost as comparison to the first subcategory, Einzelunternehmen ohne Eintragung. So we can see the setup cost is here. In this case, for Einzelunternehmen mit Eintragung, it varies between 100 to 180 euros. So setup duration, it takes up to 2 to 4 weeks, because we have to register not only in the trade department, but we have to register our company in the court as well as in trade register. From the liability purpose, there is no difference between these two subcategories. As soon as we decide to register for sole proprietor or Einzelunternehmen, we are mentally preparing ourselves to have unlimited liabilities to the debts and obligations that arise with our company. The only difference is we can choose the name with our own. We can choose a free name of our own choice if we register our company as Einzelunternehmen mit Eintragung, or if we register our company in trade register and court, we can choose a name of our own choice. Whereas for the company registration, Einzelunternehmen ohne Eintragung, or company without registration in court and without registration in trade register, we cannot choose a name of our own choice. So that's the one difference. Now we come forward to the person-based partnership companies. Person-based partnership companies basically allows us to have more than one partner. So we can have 2 or 3 partners uh, on the personal basis. So on the personal basis, when we talk about personal basis, means with these company forms or these company types do not require any initial investment. You just need to have the setup cost, and you are all set to register your company. We will see in the next slides about the capital based companies to understand the difference between person based companies and capital based companies. Now in person based partnership companies, there are 3 different types of partnerships we can build with with 2 or more than 2 persons together. The first type is OHG, the general partnership. The partners are liable for the debt and obligations of this business firm and will share the profit. So you have all the liabilities divided among the partners as well as the profits. The next type is GBR, the civil law partnership. Functions are following the same principle as for the limited partnership, where the 2 partners have unlimited liability, but it does not have to pursue a commercial purpose. So it can be formed other than for commercial purposes as well. The third type is KG, the limited partnership. This is a collaboration between 2 partners where at least one of them is subject to full liability. So these are the basic differences between the person-based partnership. We see here we do not require any kind of initial capital that requires for our company setup or for our company registration, but we talk about the liabilities, unlimited liabilities. The OHG and GBR functions the same. We have to share the liabilities among the partners as well. But the KG, the limited partnership, here the one partner must have to bear the unlimited liabilities, where the other partner just have very limited liability. The most frequent or most commonly business types used in Germany are the limited liability companies, or often called in English or English countries private limited. The limited company, the most widely used business form, it is suited to small and medium-sized businesses because of this limited liability. We will see what does this mean. But next we talk about the joint stock company as well, similar to the GmbH in terms of shareholder liability, only that it can trade its share. It is a small suited to large corporations. So AG is basically suited to mostly a large corporation which have public shares, public shareholders. So we will talk only about the GmbH. What does it offer us, and what does it exactly give us in terms of advantages or sole proprietorship? We will see the limited liability company is the most widely used type of business. Number of founders or shareholders are between 1 to 5. Initial capital required is minimum 12,500 euros, whereas the maximum is 25,000 euros we must have to put in our account in order to register our company, but we can start with 12,500 euros at initial stages, and afterwards we have to put the rest of the money in our account. So time required for setup is 1 to 3 months. The benefit of GmbH is that we are having limited liabilities up to 25,000 euros. That means if we have any debts or obligations more than 25,000 euros, we are not supposed to fulfill these liabilities. The next term, the next company type or the subcategory or the subtype of the limited liability company is a mini limited liability company. The only difference here is we don't have to put 25,000 euros in our account to start our registration. We can even start the mini GmbH or UG with €1. The euros we put in our deposit account or in our company account will show our limited liability. That means if we decide to start with €100, with €200 or with 2,000 euros in our deposit account, we are only liable to that amount we put into our deposit account. So this is one of the biggest benefit of UG. We don't have to invest 25,000 euros. We can start even with €1, but the number of founders varies from 1 to 5. Time required for setup is the same, 1 to 3 months. So this is all about company types in Germany. We have sole proprietorship, we have a partnership, personal based partnership companies, and then capital based partnership companies. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you have more questions about company types and company formation, feel free to contact us. Our website is www.gw-solutions.org. You will find all details about our contact details, our company details on our website. Thank you very much.